Hey guys, it's Jan Sharte and I'm back again with another video. So today we're going to be talking about why your brick and mortar business is not making as much money as it should be making. So stay tuned. Hey y'all, welcome to my channel where we talk about boutiques, e-commerce, business, and all things making money online. So when I first started an online business, I transitioned from working in a traditional brick and mortar setting. I worked for a bunch of different corporations, Forever 21 and Saks Fifth Avenue and Michael Kors, and the list goes on and on. I won't bore you with the details, but the number one thing that I realized was that all of these corporations have a process for how they get people in the door and ultimately how they get them to spend money and keep spending money. So the thing that I learned marketing wise as a business owner is that you need a funnel. And in all actuality, brick and mortar businesses have funnels as well. Okay, girl, so you're probably tired of watching this video. Maybe you're confused. I don't know, but this video is probably long. You can skip all of it and just click the link in the description, get you a free trial of my membership, and I'll walk you through all of this plus some in a full-blown demonstration. Okay? Okay. So we're going to start by talking about just getting people in the door and making them aware of your business. At the end of the day, whether or not you have an online business or a brick and mortar business, you have to have an awareness tactic or an awareness strategy that you're using to consistently make people aware of your business and get them in the door. So just like I have to do something to make people, number one, know that my business online exists and to get them to the website, you have to do the same as a brick and mortar business. So this may look like running ads. This may look like passing out flyers to like people in the area. This may look like partnering with another local business and maybe having some type of event in store that's going to drive that traffic in. It's not going to always be a case of, you have new arrivals and therefore someone should know that they need to come in. Or it's not even going to be a case of them needing clothes. We don't always need new clothes. We don't always need new shoes, so on and so forth. So people need a reason to come into the store, and that requires you to get creative and actually market your business. The second thing that you'll want to consider as it pertains to getting people into your business and actually getting them to spend money is actually engaging with those people. So once you've gotten their attention, you've gotten them in the door, you actually need to engage. And in all honesty, I've been inside of a lot of like local boutiques and small businesses and things like that, and they do not do a great job of engaging their customer. They don't have a great process around customer service. Oftentimes, the business was started by someone who had no customer service experience, no prior like retail experience, or has never worked in a retail corporation of any sort, and therefore they tend to struggle when it comes to customer service. So a couple things that I had to do as a person who worked in a brick and mortar store or in the mall. Number one, we had to greet people with a smile. I know it sounds like self-explanatory, but greeting someone and just saying hi and not giving them any type of eye contact or not like asking them if they need help or if there's anything in particular that they're looking for that day is really setting them up for failure in your brick and mortar store. So when people would come into one of my past jobs, obviously I would say, hi, how are you? But we would take it a step further to either let them know what was going on in the store that day, or we would engage them with like a question. We would say, is there anything in particular that you're looking for today? Or sometimes we would compliment them and say like, oh, I really love your sweater, and let them say, thank you. And then you can lead up with, there's a pair of pants that would look super great with it, or I love the color, and if you love the color too, there's some other items in the store right now that are those colors. So you need something that's going to create conversation and that allows you to engage them and really make them want to stick around. A lot of people underestimate how conversation can actually get people to want to stay in their environment. The next thing that's holding you back from making money in a brick and mortar business is probably your merchandising. So merchandising is just a fancy word for the organization of your products. You want to make sure that you're not just throwing things on racks and just throwing things on walls. You want to make sure that, number one, you're selecting merchandise intentionally and strategically so that when you place it on the racks or place it on the walls and the fixtures, that it's telling a cohesive story. So for example, that may look like you having, let's say, 3 tops and 5 different bottoms. Let's say that all of those can be mixed and matched. So you're going to put them on a rack and organize them in a specific order that would make the customer want to pick all of the things up, or at least a few things on that rack up together, versus them picking up one thing on this wall and then going to another wall and being like, is there a pair of pants that goes with this, or is there a skirt that goes with this? You want them to be able to be in one setting in your store and be able to say, wow, all of these things complement one another. Let me try all of them. The next thing outside of merchandising and like organizing your products and making sure that it makes sense is upselling them. So this kind of goes in alignment with merchandising. You want to make sure that you are selling things that complement one another, because that's going to make it a lot easier for you to upsell them. Upsell just means you are selling them something in addition to what they were already interested in purchasing. So if someone has a shirt in their hand and they're walking around with it in your store, you as the business owner or as the customer service representative should be able to walk up to them and say, hey, in case you missed it or in case you didn't know, we have these pants or these bottoms over here that complement the top that you're walking around with. And that immediately opens their mind to the idea of buying something else, because now they don't have to go to another store potentially to find something that goes with this top. Another thing that a lot of like small business owners and small boutique owners don't do is upsell in the fitting room. So I learned this, I would say, primarily when I worked at The Limited, and then second to that at Saks Fifth Avenue. So we really had to operate like true sales associates. We were like trained to actually walk around the stores with these people. So not like following them per se. We didn't walk with them every step of the way, but we really paid attention to what they were picking up, what they were looking at, so that we could make small but smart suggestions for other products. So when someone would go into the fitting room, we would first and foremost escort them to the fitting room. So we say, hey, I can start a fitting room for you. And at The Limited, we would actually add additional items into their fitting room, and we would let them know that we added them. So we'd say, you know, what's your name? So we could put your name on the door so that they would know which fitting room was theirs. And then while they were still shopping, we would add a couple things, not too much, like you don't want to overwhelm them, but we would add additional things, you know, taking into consideration the size of the products they already had. And we would let them know before they went in the door that we had put some other items in there that they may like. No pressure whatsoever, but we just wanted to make sure that you didn't miss these items. And more times than not, they would come out and be like, I love those pants, or I love that dress. Sometimes, obviously, they're not going to like it. Sometimes they come in with a budget, obviously. But your job as a customer service representative and as a salesperson is to make money in the business. And that is a way that you can do that, upselling. So next is lead generation. So a big part of getting people to come back into the store, a big part of getting them to purchase from you, especially if you have an online element of your business, or if you're regularly bringing in new merchandise into your brick and mortar store, is being able to reach out to those people directly and invite them to come back in. So I'm sure you've been to a store where before they even started ringing you out or checking your products out, they ask for your email address or they ask for your phone number. That's a form of lead generation. They are saying, hey, you are now a potential customer, or you're about to be a customer, and we would love to keep you as a customer. We would love to keep you updated on what's coming and what's going to occur inside of the store. And the only way they can do that is if they have your contact information. So you, as a brick and mortar business owner, should be asking for your customers' contact information. And even if they're not purchasing, there should be places throughout your store where they can be signing up for your text list. So you can have like a little sticker on like the mirrors. You can put stickers on the mirrors and just like say, text this code to whatever number to sign up for our text list. Or you could put QR codes throughout your store and have them scan it to sign up for your email list. So even if they don't purchase, at least you got an email subscriber or text subscriber out of it. Lead generation will help you because you need to create loyalty and retention. So a lot of stores have rewards programs. They give their customers points for making purchases or spending certain amounts of money. You can do the same as a small business owner. Please don't believe that because they're a big business, they're the only ones that can do that. These are tactics that can get people to not only continue to come into your store, but get them to spend more money with your business than they did the last time or the first time that they came into it. So these are the things that are likely holding you back from making more money in your brick and mortar business. They're honestly super simple. You just have to actually do them. Now, if you need help with any of these things, you need help strategizing how to implement them into your business, click the link in the description and join my monthly membership. You'll get a free trial to explore and really see if it's a good fit for you. And otherwise, if you have any questions, just drop them in the comments and I will be happy to answer. Until next time, see you guys.